Welcome back to Selling on Giants, e-commerce news and updates. I'm Mr. Will, your host here at SOG, and today we are talking to every operator who is entering the biggest shopping week of the year with a mix of excitement and mild panic. If you've been procrastinating, juggling too much, or telling yourself you still had time, this episode is the last-minute cram session built for you. The final 7 days before Black Friday and Cyber Monday are not the time for creativity. They're the time for control. The sellers who win are not the ones who make brilliant last-minute adjustments. They're the ones who stop making changes altogether and focus on the quiet, boring fundamentals that keep revenue flowing. Think of this week as a stability sprint. Your job is to reduce chaos, not introduce new variables. The first priority is locking your listings. You want 0 changes to titles, 0 changes to bullets, 0 changes to attributes, and absolutely no structural edits to variations. Platforms get unpredictable during peak traffic. Even a small edit can trigger a suppression. Storefronts, on the other hand, are fair game. Update holiday sections, refresh hero SKU visuals, tighten copy on gift guides, and create clear navigation so buyers land where you want them. Storefronts recrawl fast. Listings recrawl slow. That difference matters this week. Inventory is your real decision maker right now. Check everything each morning and again in the evening. Anything showing early signs of running thin should not receive incremental traffic. When in doubt, shut the promo down. A discount without inventory is a waste of margin. On Amazon specifically, anything in FC transfer or inbound status is effectively invisible. Treat it like it isn't there. Do not budget for it. Do not plan around it. And do not rely on it. Count only what is buyable. Now let's talk about advertising, because this is where a lot of sellers lose their weekends. Your ad budgets should never cap during peak shopping windows. You want room to scale winning campaigns, especially in the evenings when shoppers become decisive. Check budgets twice per day, ideally mid-morning and late afternoon. If a SKU starts performing better than expected, give it room to breathe. If conversion drops, don't fix the campaign. Move budget to the SKU that is actually converting. You are not optimizing. You are redirecting energy to wherever revenue is flowing. Coupons and deals need constant eyes. Badges disappear, eligibility resets, price limits conflict with rule engines, and a competitor dropping their price can instantly break your promo alignment. Your job this week is to verify that everything is active, visible, and compliant. You want no surprises when traffic spikes. Now let's talk about event weekend, because that is where operators separate themselves. You don't take your foot off the gas. You watch suppressions in real time. You monitor inventory dips. You check buy boxes, ad pacing, and conversion swings. And you make fast calls. The operators who stay present this weekend tend to leave with the biggest returns. And this is exactly why, behind the scenes, Bellavix becomes a command center during holiday weeks. Our team is running suppression sweeps every morning. We verify deal visibility manually. We look at hero ASINs twice a day. We evaluate inventory positions with a cold, realistic eye. No optimism allowed. If a SKU looks shaky, we call it out. Budgets get reviewed early and late. If a campaign looks like it's going to cap early, we raise limits. When a SKU starts drifting into inefficiency, we cut it and move spend to the winners. Behind the scenes, we also track competitors harder than any other week of the year. We're watching their prices, their discount depth, their ad placements, their email blasts, their social posts, and their creative trends. We keep a living document of everything strong competitors are doing, so our clients have context. It's not spying, it's situational awareness. Then the weekend arrives and the work gets even more surgical. We monitor buy boxes, we track conversion by the hour, we watch WFS performance, TikTok returns, and catalog interruptions. If a listing breaks, we catch it early. If a campaign takes off, we scale it. Event weekends are controlled chaos, but for brands that want real results, this level of monitoring is non-negotiable. Now let's break down each marketplace because they behave differently during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and making the right moves is all about understanding that behavior. Amazon is the most volatile and the most rewarding. If something breaks on Amazon, it breaks aggressively. This week, you are not making edits. You're protecting what works. If an ASIN is inbound or stuck in transfer, don't waste spend or expectations on it. Monitor suppressions twice a day because compliance bots get itchy when the traffic spikes. If a coupon badge disappears, your first stop is the buy box. Second is your price limits. A surprising number of glitches are actually price rules tripping in the background. Keep conversion visible at all times. If conversion drops, move spend. Do not nurture a wounded SKU right now. Amazon rewards operators who reinforce success quickly and unapologetically. Walmart has a completely different rhythm. Traffic spikes earlier in the day. Ad competition intensifies sooner, and the platform doubles down on operational reliability. 2-day shipping eligibility is your lifeline. You lose it, you lose visibility. Rollback pricing must be checked twice daily because Walmart events have tighter timing controls. If your catalog is cluttered with old or retired SKUs, clean them out immediately. Walmart counts them against your limits, and hitting those limits right before an event is a nightmare. Ad spend should lean into 11 to 5 Central Time. That is Walmart's prime zone. Target Plus is the most sensitive channel this week. Shoppers expect near-perfect reliability. Your 3PL must be ready. Any delay shows up in your metrics instantly. Don't touch variations. Don't restructure anything. Don't introduce unexpected fulfillment changes. Map enforcement gets aggressive here because Target's price matching automation reacts to competitor changes quickly. A small spike in not as described returns can sink visibility. Your job on Target this week is to act like everything is made of glass. eBay becomes a momentum marketplace during the holidays. Mobile dominates. Visual updates matter more than copy. If you need a late win, update your hero thumbnail with a seasonal image. Promote listing standard at aggressive rates because even a small increase pushes you into the carousel. 3-day auctions outperform longer ones this weekend. And if you accept offers, respond within minutes, not hours. eBay rewards sellers who respond fast. Etsy is all about reliability this week. Processing times determine conversion. If you miss a promised window even once, you pay for it all season. Lock processing times conservatively. Update holiday tags even if you feel late. Etsy's algorithm is still heavily tag-driven. Avoid adding new variations. One incorrect structure can suppress the entire listing. Push ads into evening hours where Etsy shoppers tend to browse more casually. TikTok Shop behaves like a live fire exercise during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Lives matter more than anything else. Even a 30-minute live can quadruple visibility. Creative burnout happens fast. If a video struggles for more than 90 minutes, drop it. If it spikes, push it. Simplify your bundles. TikTok punishes indecision harder than any marketplace. Watch your compliance flags because TikTok suppresses quietly, often without warning. And then there's QVC, which is reinventing itself by leaning into personality-first commerce. Their Holiday House pop-up, the Mrs. Claus campaign, and its 8-hour TikTok live stream are all signals. Live commerce is not about listings, it's about moments. If you're doing any form of live selling, remember that your host matters more than your product. Evening hours pull the most engagement, and bundles outperform single SKUs. Now that we've hit the tactical side, let's talk about some of the major marketplace developments heading into this week. And we'll start with something that should make a lot of FBM operators breathe easier. Amazon just rolled out new tools that finally give FBM sellers more control over delivery promises. You can set your own holiday schedules without disappearing from search. Amazon automatically adjusts delivery timelines so you're not punished for taking a long weekend. The platform also introduced a new locations tab that lets each warehouse have its own operating days, cutoff times, and handling schedules. Multi-location inventory finally behaves predictably with clearer visibility and cleaner enrollment. And you can now see the math behind delivery promises right inside order reports. That transparency matters because it helps prevent accidental late shipments or mismatched expectations. Heading into Q4, this is one of the biggest quality of life improvements Amazon has delivered for FBM and hybrid operators. Amazon also added a major catalog improvement. You can now copy images across variations, which is a small feature on paper, but a massive one in practice. Catalog managers no longer need to download, rename, and re-upload entire galleries for every size or color. You can copy full media sets from one SKU to its siblings with a couple of clicks. Updates won't sync automatically, but the time savings during catalog build-outs or refreshes is huge, especially in apparel, beauty, and home goods. And Amazon finally cleaned up customer service insights. The old preventable contact rate is now buyer contact rate and is displayed as a simple percentage. That alone makes the data readable. But Amazon also clarified response time metrics, so you're only judged on tickets you actually replied to. That means sellers get a far cleaner view of where delays come from and how they compare to competitors. With Q4 ticket volume spiking, clarity here matters. Now shifting from Amazon to the broader holiday outlook, the National Retail Federation has already announced that this Thanksgiving weekend is likely to set a new record. 186.9 million consumers are expected to shop between Thursday and Cyber Monday. Black Friday alone is set to draw 130 million. Gift cards, apparel, and toys lead the list of planned purchases, with gift card spending potentially hitting $29.1 billion. More than half of shoppers started buying early in November, and the average customer has already completed about a quarter of their holiday list. Digital wallets keep growing, and mobile shopping continues to pull more weight. NRF expects holiday spending to cross $1 trillion for the first time. For marketplace operators, that means opportunity is real, demand is strong, and the window is wide. But execution has to be tight. Walmart continues to post strong performance and is leaning heavily into tech-driven retail. Their latest financials show total revenue up 5.8%, with global e-commerce up 27%. More than one-third of U.S. delivery orders are arriving in under 3 hours. Walmart Connect is growing at 53% globally. Their automation investments are paying off, with more than 60% of stores receiving freight from automated distribution centers. Flipkart hit 87 orders per second during Big Billion Days. The message is clear. Walmart is becoming a more profitable, operationally stable channel. High-performing sellers are going to benefit the most. QVC, meanwhile, is in reinvention mode. The company posted an $809 million operating loss last year and took heavy restructuring measures. Their holiday pop-up in New York City and their Mrs. Claus livestream push are signals that they're leaning into experiential retail and shoppable content. This is not the QVC of old. It's an ecosystem experiment that sits somewhere between entertainment and e-commerce. For sellers, the lesson is that content-driven discovery is now part of the retail landscape. Your listings alone cannot carry you. And on the other end of the spectrum, Target continues to struggle. They just logged their 12th straight quarter of flat or declining sales. Net revenue dropped 1.5% to $25.3 billion. The bright spots are non-merch categories like advertising, where Roundel delivered $241 million in Q3, and convenience-driven channels like same-day delivery, which surged 35%. Digital now makes up 19.3% of sales. Target is leaning into new store formats, exclusive assortments, and AI-driven shopping tools, including a partnership that lets shoppers build baskets and check out directly inside ChatGPT. But leadership is signaling turbulence ahead. Q4 is expected to stay negative. Now, before we wrap up, let me take a moment to acknowledge what makes this week so overwhelming and why so many sellers end up feeling buried during holiday events. And this is where Bellavix comes in. If you're trying to make sense of all this, this is literally what we do. We've helped brands generate more than $500 million on Amazon. We're a verified ad partner, and we specialize in turning chaotic, high-pressure holiday weeks into smooth, predictable revenue runs, whether it's tightening your catalog, scaling your ads, monitoring suppressions, keeping an eye on competitors, or catching issues before they cost you money. We're the team that doesn't disappear when the traffic spikes. If you want support that feels like an extension of your operations, head to bellavix.com. All right, let's bring this home. That's your Selling on Giants news and updates for the week. We covered the full final week playbook, deep marketplace tactics, Amazon's new tools, Walmart's strong quarter, Target's choppy performance, QVC's reinvention, and the broader consumer outlook heading into the biggest shopping weekend of the year. If this helped you get your head straight before the holiday rush, take a second to leave a review wherever you're listening. It helps more sellers find the show and helps us bring bigger guests to you. I'm Mr. Will, and I'll see you next week.